A dead end?
No, there's an elevator. Looks operational.
Let's save.
I can't believe there's actually an underground harbor here. There are even boats docked.
I only see Danans. Think they were forced to work here?
Probably. Let's see what they have to share about Almadria.
So they don't even know what happened back there. Jeez. They don't know that all their friends and families are basically dead now.
You didn't happen to see a lord come by, did you?
Sorry, friend, but she just left. Came by with a whole posse of underlings, boarded her ship, and took off at first wind. We damn near got blown away. She was that much in a hurry.
Damn! So we missed her!
You guys trying to go after her? Need a ride?
Are you saying you know how to steer a ship?
Spent most of my life chained to the deck of some ship or other. Yeah, I know my jib from my boom.
We don't know how dangerous it'll be. Better you give us the boat and stay on solid ground.
Whoa there! You been out on the water before? The sea ain't nobody's friend, you know. You need a sea dog like me or you'll sink her before she makes it out the harbor.
We're losing time. Sir, we're in your debt.
Now that's more like it. Name's Mahavar. Just give me a holler when you're all set and we'll set sail.
Are we actually going to, like... drive the ship around? Why does she build two ships, though? It makes no sense. Wouldn't she just build one?
This is like a dream come true. Never gotten to captain a ship before. Never would have thought I'd get a chance like this. Thank you, y'all.
The pleasure's all ours. Think we'll catch up to her?
Course we will. They got too much weight on them. Meanwhile, this ship's carrying nothing but us salty scalawags. They got a good head start on us, but we can take them.
Do you know if there are any Danans on that ship?
Couldn't say for sure. On the one hand, seeing as it's supposed to be something of another castle, I'd reckon they probably wouldn't let a bunch of Danans on board. On the other hand, I'd be real surprised if the Renans were able to pilot that thing all by themselves. In any case, it's gonna be a while before we reach her. Till then, you're all free to do whatever. Just don't fall in the ocean.
I know Mahavar said we could take it easy, but there's not exactly a lot to do on this boat. I guess I'll check in on everyone and see how they're holding up.
I took a look around inside the ship just in case, but I didn't find anything that looked like it might be suspicious.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
You know, it wasn't until I left Calaglia that I finally realized just how big the world is.
When we tore down the wall in Calaglia, and I could finally see the horizon in the far-off distance, I had the exact same thought.
Yeah, somehow the sea is different though. I'm not sure just how to put it. It's almost as if it just goes on forever. I bet my old man would have been blown away by this view.
Yeah.
Ever since he died, I've been thinking about what it was that he was really trying to say to me at the end. I keep going over his words again and again. And heck, maybe I'm just overthinking it all. But still, sometimes I wonder if it could have turned out differently. If there was something I could have done. But no matter how much I play it back, I'm still no closer to finding any answers. And then there's everything with Rinwell. I stopped her from killing Almadria, but was that really the right thing to do? Or did I just end up making things harder for her? I feel like such a screw-up.
You're not the only one. I keep asking myself what Zephyr would have done had he been here. Like I think, how would Zephyr have handled Rinwell?
Yeah, I think he definitely would have stopped her. No doubt about it.
And that's exactly what you did, Law. I think he'd be really proud of you.
Alphen.
Zephyr's not the worst yardstick to measure ourselves against. Let's both do our best to make him proud.
Sounds like a deal. Thanks, Alphen.
Best bros.
Hold that pose long enough and someone might just come along and paint you.
Any artist who'd see fit to paint me needs their eyes tested.
What can you tell me about Almadria?
Not as much as you'd probably wish. I only ended up crossing paths with her a handful of times, after I was chosen to be a lord on Lenegis.
Ah, right. I almost forgot about Lenegis. How much do you think they know about what's been going on down here?
It's safe to assume they know everything, though I know not why they choose to remain uninvolved. Perhaps they see what's been happening as just part of the ongoing crown contest.
Even what Almadria did? Has it really reached the point where her actions are seen as normal?
Not to my knowledge, no. At its core, the crown contest is a competition to see who can amass the most astral energy. And to amass such energy, slaves are needed to collect it from. It's therefore against the Lord's interest to kill them.
So then why would Almadria do something like that?
We must remember that time is running out in the crown contest. Perhaps her hand was forced, so to speak. It is a way to accrue astral energy faster and in larger quantities than through slave labor. Doing so kills off that labor force, obviously, but it is a means to an end nonetheless. No one could have foreseen that something like the Hollowing would arise back when the contest was first conceived.
Is becoming the Sovereign of Rena really that important to the Lords?
Of course. It's the greatest prize one can attain in their eyes. In that respect, at least, I'm really not that surprised that Almadria resorted to what she did, as utterly despicable as it is.
It's reassuring to hear you feel the same way I do.
I worry that the only reason I never did anything similar in Menancia was due to my lack of ambition.
If you didn't want to be reminded of your past, you could have just plugged your ears.
You think too highly of me. I'm afraid I must respectfully disagree. I'm not nearly as virtuous of a person as you might wish to believe.
If that's so, would you have been so shaken up when Kisara lost her brother? Why else would you turn your back on your own kind and choose to fight for Miguel's dream? Aren't we just Danans?
A curious choice of words. Did what you see in Mahag Sar hit you that hard?
What Deadheim did to that city, he didn't liberate anyone. Anyone who refused to follow him was an enemy in his eyes. 300 years of Renan rule taught him nothing.
What I have come to understand is that the conflict extends beyond Danan versus Renan. There is an internal quarrel as well. I mean to bring about a true, lasting coexistence in Menancia. But there are more walls we must topple first.
And you don't think you can pull it off?
Well, you seem to think you can, at least.
Does that make us enemies?
Insofar as an exchange of swordplay, no, it doesn't.
Not good enough for you?
Are you really... Forgive me. I will continue to fight by your side a while longer. That much I have decided.
Oh, don't tell me she's
You
seasick.
don't look so good. You all right?
The floor. It keeps moving. How can you stand it? How can you even stand?
I'm not the best person to ask about discomfort. I can't feel pain, remember?
I still can't believe what happened in Niez. Even now. As a lord, my expectations for Almadria were already pretty low. But the way she treated human lives like they're mere playthings.
Yeah. And it wasn't as if the situation in Niez was improving much to begin with.
You mean Deadheim?
The whole reason I started fighting back was because of my anger at the atrocities of Renan rule. Back then, all I had to worry about was fighting the Renans for the sake of the Danans. But then I met Shion and the people of Menancia, and things became a lot more complicated. It's even messier now that we have to worry about Danans like Deadheim.
It used to be that the Danans were the ones in the right, and the Renans were the ones in the wrong. Though, maybe that was just a biased perspective from being on the side of the oppressed.
Exactly. I'll never tolerate the Renans ruling over us. But nothing ever ends up being as black and white as you'd expect it to be either. That's clear to me now.
That said, even putting aside bad apples like Deadheim for a moment, you may be able to free the Danan people, but that won't undo 300 years of oppression. It'll be hard for them to not give in to their resentment. I think maybe that's why I clung to our dream so hard back in Menancia.
Even if his motivations weren't pure, Dohalim has a good heart. He didn't sink to the depths Almadria did.
You don't understand. I'm saying that it goes deeper than that. This hierarchy we live in, it's not solely something the Renans invented. I remember a story Rinwell once told me. She said before the Renans invaded, we Danans had our own class system. We are the ones who divided ourselves. I saw it in Deadheim's eyes. He wanted to rule over others.
To hear Bayfon tell it, Deadheim wasn't always that way.
But as time went on, and he and the Darkwings fought the Renans, he eventually changed. I guess what I'm getting at is, if we defeat the Renans but just go back to the way things were before, was there even any point in fighting?
But that world isn't the one you want to create, right?
Maybe not. But to tell you the truth, these days I'm not so sure that dream is even possible.
You have your promise to Megal, though. Your home and the people of Menancia are depending on you.
I know. My brother. He truly believed in his dream of coexistence. And I suppose, even now, many people still do. And then, there's you.
Who, me?
You and Shion.
I'm not sure I follow.
Okay, then let me spell it out for you. How many other Renans and Danans do you know that get on as spectacularly as the two of you?
I don't know that I'd say spectacularly.
Well, I suppose it's really all a matter of how you look at it, isn't it?
I really don't see what you're getting.
I think I'm getting seasick again. Sorry. Can you just give me a wide berth for a few minutes?
Wouldn't he become motion sick?
Do you think Law is okay?
If you're worried, why don't you ask him yourself?
Yeah. I think maybe I should apologize to him too. I should apologize to all of you, really.
Us too?
Well, I was kinda lying to you all this whole time. I was blind to everything except my own revenge. I never even considered the struggles all of you might be facing.
We all have things we'd prefer to keep to ourselves, Rinwell. So what if you had something to hide? It doesn't undo the good that you've done, or the people that you've helped save along the way.
But that's not what I mean.
I know. You're talking about Almadria, right?
Yeah. I hate her, Alphen. I can't stop hating her. Even just thinking about her makes my head feel like it's going to explode. But it's not just her. I think about the way Law looked at me. I hated the Lord who killed my parents. And I hated the Renans I had to travel alongside. And yet, Cyslodia's Danans backstab each other like it's a normal way of life. And Mahag Sar has people like Deadeye. But then there are people like Law and Shion. It's all just too much. I don't know what to think anymore.
Law never said that you had to forgive Almadria. It's only natural you would hate your family's murderer. But
But what?
Law left home because of how much he hated his father. As a result of that, well, I think Law spent a lot of time thinking about how they never got to make things right. And if I had to guess, killing Ganabel didn't make any of those feelings go away. Law let revenge fuel him, and I think now he's afraid you'll do something you'll regret.
Afraid?
Whatever happens to Almadria when this is all over is up to you. I'll respect whatever choice you make. Just think it over carefully for me, okay? You still have time.
Okay. Thanks, Alphen. Say, back then, after the fight, I think I really made Shion mad. I don't know, though. Maybe it just looked that way. But I guess I just can't seem to understand how she feels. Do you know why she gets like that?
Shion's... She can be a tough nut to crack. She doesn't really talk a whole lot about herself.
It's just what she said about hate being a source of strength. Where did that come from? I wonder how it feels, not being able to hold another person's hand.
Lean much further, you'll go overboard. Keeping an eye out for Almadria's ship?
I'm looking at the ocean.
The ocean?
Yeah. The waves. They help me think. This world is filled with natural wonders. The icy air and white peaks of Cyslodia, the lush green glades of Menancia, the harsh wastes of Calaglia. But Menancia has its Lake of Death, and Nias its ruins. And they wouldn't be there if it weren't for that contest.
Say we actually managed to put a stop to the crown contest for good. What do you think will happen between the Danans and the Renans then?
You first.
Well, I want to believe that the coexistence we saw in Menancia can happen elsewhere, too. It's insane for all of us to keep fighting. If Menancia can do it, so can everyone else.
Yeah, I think that would be good too. A world where everyone can get along. At least, that's what I've come to believe.
You sure have changed.
I can't lie to you. Since I was young, I've looked down on the Danans too. But I've seen a lot. And I see things differently now. I've seen so many ugly and terrible things in this world. And yet, they didn't come from just the Danans. And the good things too. They didn't come from just the Renans. Kindness and cruelty exist on both sides. A person's race doesn't factor into it. So, I guess you're right after all, Alphen. I have changed. You know, I've never actually touched another person like this.
Shion.
Ever since I was on Lenegis, I've always been alone. Even after I came to Dana. Always.
And now?
Do you still not remember your past?
No. Sometimes it feels like I can almost remember. But then this mask stops me.
The mask keeps you from remembering why you have the mask in the first place. It's a little ironic, isn't it?
A little. Well, it won't be long now before you're rid of those thorns, you know? Only 2 lords remain. And once you have their master course, you'll be able to create the Renis Alma, right? Then you can... Shion?
Sorry, it's nothing. Promise. You're right, though. It'll all be over soon. I never could have made it this far on my own. I have everyone to thank for that. Including... especially you, Alphen.
Don't worry about it. We're friends, after all.
Yeah, we are.
Oh.
Wonder how much longer it's going to be before we catch up to Almadria. I'll ask Mahavar.
Hopefully soon.
Look who's up! Good timing. We're closing in on her stern as we speak.
Oh my god, it's huge.
That's the ship? She's huge. Law, go gather the others, will you? Think you'll be able to flank them without getting spotted?
Yeah, with the fog as our ally, I think I might just pull it off. Long as we ain't too noisy, we should be okay.
What'll you do if they catch on to us?
Not much I can do. Ship that size, they'll probably blow us to bits before we ready cannons.
Persistent little things. Evidently, I shouldn't have spared the wretched vermin. Hungry already, my dear? Worry not, for you shall have plenty to feast upon shortly.
Great. Fantastic. Okay.
Perfect. You managed to get us right up beside them.
I'll stay with the ship so we can leave as soon as you're done.
Good. Then let's find Almadria.
So this ship is gonna be what is it? Dungeon. It's kind of cool. It's
Xian, I want to thank you.
What brought this on?
What you said helped to calm me.
Don't mention it.
I'm just gonna make sure that everybody's back where they belong. Yes.
Now that's what I call a ship!
Yeah. The biggest one in all of Mahagsar. So big that it took years to construct.
For all we know, Kelselik may well have been smuggling materials to help build it. In which case it would be yet another mistake on my part.
We don't know that she was only getting materials from Menancia.
You think it's possible that they might have come from elsewhere too? Yeah, I guess I could see it.
But what do you think Almadria plans to do from here on out, now that she's abandoned her realm and sailed out to sea?
She'll be filling her coffers with gold, most likely. Then she'll sit back and enjoy the show as the other lords duke it out. Or something to that effect, at least.
I wouldn't put it past her.
She's strong, yet shrewd, and will stoop to any low. A dangerous one indeed.
She's not the first, and she won't be the last. This is a lord we're talking about, remember?
Sounds like you've made up your mind already.
There was never anything to decide. No one who can smile like that while doing what she did deserves to roam free.
Yeah, you're right.
This might not be the best time, but if you have a minute. That mask of yours, it was shattered by a blow from Balsef when you fought back in Calaglia, correct?
Yeah, thanks for the reminder. I thought I was a goner.
Balsef's brute strength was in a league all its own. Yet half the mask remains. It's remarkably durable. Too durable to be Danon in origin.
Xian said the same thing. As if the fact I was wearing it meant there had to be more to me than met the eye.
You recalled your name when the mask broke, I hear.
Yeah, that's right. Although to tell you the truth, I'm a little scared what might happen when I lose the remaining half. Then again, the idea of not doing something because I'm afraid scares me even more. That's why I go on fighting.
Only he who first faces the night catches a glimpse of the dawn.
Come again?
It's nothing. Forget I said anything.
You save. How much time we got? Okay, I can push it, I suppose. Let's see. We can go straight, yeah. Let us continue.
I can carve through. Ready and where? Fall into thine own depth. Freeze, Lancer!
Can you take it? Does it hurt?
This should make for some good weapon crafting material.
Oh, we're getting astro crystals now.
Let's dispose of the trash.
I see one, eh?
Nope.
Shield from
I was fine.
Tell me, have you ever considered your purpose?
Now you see what I can. Anything in order.
God, just break that shield.
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
Got it.
Do my best.
Can't get out of
Right, this one's one more. This one's got your name on it.
Ashes to ashes.
Glacial spear.
In a vine, you require a hand.
Much obliged.
Purge malevolence.
Crescent flash.
Dang it, Kisara got hit.
Everyone still in one piece?
Yep. I barely worked up a sweat. That went well.
Are you okay? You're not too tired, are you?
Nope, I'm fine. Let's keep moving.
Alright, guys. Stop flirting in the middle of fucking dungeons. Alright? It isn't how to pick up girls in a dungeon.
Grant me the strength to march on down.
That was actually pretty good, except for the last shot, which missed.
This armor's too strong.
I'm ready. No further.
I'm out. Blah 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 magic.
Well then, let's keep moving.
Every time I hear her say that, it's so hilarious. Blah, 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 magic.
Discourteous aren't you?
Whoops, that was the wrong one.
Now you see what I take.
My shield?
We're not finished. I'll smash you.
Lunar Arc! I feel sprightlier than before.
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Now you'll know.
Lionheart!
Fall into thine own death and again.
Is it too late to talk over our differences?
You got damn it.
Glacial spear.
Here's the wind. Air thrust.
Freeze Lancer.
This one's rotating pile driver.
Dang, they killed the dog first? Crazy.
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
Beef 3.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Let's take them both apart.
One more.
Shield from
Fall into thine own death.
Now you see what I take.
Going in. Lightning to death. Thunderblade.
Could have been worse.
The hell?
That's far enough.
Strength to march on.
Here I come. Glacial Spear! Here's evil!
A wall to shield from calamity. That may prove a thorn in the side.
Yeah, she's keeping it open.
Raging Cascade!
That doesn't
By the power of water!
In a bind, it's time.
do it either.
Freeze Lancer! By the power of water! Where are you going? Let the marksman handle this! Radiant Spear! Corruption! Annihilation! Flame! Astral energy! Full throttle!
Let's
Jeez.
refrain from losing.
Never seen anything like it.
It's an authentication key. They're quite common.
Maybe where you're from, but this is new to me.
It might go in an elevator somewhere. We should test it out.
Maybe the elevator back here. What level are we on? Level 1. What about lower levels?
What's with that shining foe over there?
$41 CP to absorb that. Jeez.
I have a bad feeling about this.
I suppose I should thank you.
Not in your dreams! Here goes! Fall into annihilation!
Shield from calamity.
Mega Ray! Concentration! Now for something special!
Pesky airborne
Here
scoundrels.
goes! Sounds like a job for yours truly! Now! Mega Ray! Where are you going? This one's mine! Lightning Mega Ray! Thunder Blade!
Looks like we won.
Oh, hi.
Get lost!
Me the strength to march on.
Nope.
Will this help? More where that came from! Healing circle! Magic is in! Ready to heal! Switch topics! Water! Hear my call! Here's the evil!
Armor won't sink.
This one's mine!
Burn.
An outstanding effect! Raging Storm! Glacial Fire! Raging Hurricane! Lunar Blast! I'll be saving this one! Dare to the wind! Winwell! It's nothing! I'm alright! Dance in the wind!
Don't suffer in silence.
Dance in the wind! Lightning Field! Lunar
This one's all mine.
Lightning Orbs! I'm Astral Energy! Full throttle!
Certainly not bad.
No complaints here.
Magic emblem.
Looks like some solid
Right.
equipment.
It sounds like the game wants me to give her things. You see magic emblem, increase magic damage. Oh. Too bad it's level 1. I need to find a crafting person.
Out of our way! Fires and passions!
In a bind, prepare to be sealed.
Lunar corruption! Fall into thine own depth!
No dawn celebration.
Like a bride.
In a bind, it's
Water, hear my call!
Jumping.
Lightning Orb! Glacial Field! Hear the evil! Thunder Blade! Freeze Laser! Radiant Spear!
no dawn.
Please, Lancer.
Tornado drive. Take this!
Too fast!
Stand back.
Will this help?
I'll trip it up.
This one's mine.
Wind astral energy!
Let's refrain from losing.
Okay, arts. Let's see if any one of them is maxed out, so we can stop using it. No. I doubt you have something that maxed out. Oh, magma ray. Dang, it's a good one, but I have to stop you from using it. Hopefully you'll use other things. Yeah, I needed to stop it way sooner. It's on 3,000. God damn it. Oh, right, you're not in the battlefield anymore, so these are not going up. That's the bad part about putting you on the sideline, I suppose. You don't get XP for those things.
These don't seem like your run-of-the-mill Zoogles the Renans usually keep around.
Indeed. I believe it's safe to assume these were used in her experiments.
They certainly look as twisted as her.
Even here. This is...
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
That wasn't bad. There you go.
Here I
Wall
go.
to shield from calamity.
This is it.
You got flyers!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
I'm ready! All yours, Kisara. Reflect on thy sin. They smite with blackened blade.
Hurricane strike! Where are you going? If it's in the sky, it's mine.
Execution.
Lightning orb! It's here! Hurricane lightning! Here! I'm all stuffed up!
I'll be saving annihilation! The waters of creation. Magic
Damn it.
shadows!
Everyone was on break?
Now, Elfin! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
My exploits are bearing fruit.
Do you
Seriously?
sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
A barrier. That may indicate Almadria is near.
Then we've got to find a way to get through somehow.
Let's see if we can find something that'll release it.
Okay.
What is that huge flower-looking thing up there? Is that the ship's engine?
Indubitably. As one might expect, large ships require large engines in order to sail.
And if we destroyed it?
We might well sink the ship. Who knows if we would be able to escape before that happens.
Almadria sure has been busy since the contest began.
This isn't Almadria's doing.
You mean she didn't build this?
The body, yes. However, my guess is that the engine comes from a starship.
A starship? As in one of those vessels used to go to and from Lenegis?
Correct. The technology employed on Lenegus and in starships is more advanced than anything in our daily lives. Almadria may be resourceful, but she could never produce an engine like this on her own.
You mean to tell me we've got even bigger enemies waiting for us up in the sky? Ugh, my head hurts just thinking about it.
Don't worry about that for now. Just focus on taking care of Almadria.
Whoa, that took a while.
Spread! Glacial Spear! Pierce evil!
A wall to shield from calamity! Barrier! Fire support!
Multiply! Lunar Blast!
And then that last shot just got him hit.
Pierce evil! Freeze Lancer! Freeze Lancer! Air Strike!
Everyone still in one piece?
Yep.
Resist rain. We already have that though. A potato.
Discourteous, huh?
I see one there! Lionheart!
More where that came from! Switch
What are you doing?
Sleep now! Lightning! Concentration!
It's almost too strong.
Split it open!
Be my guest!
I'm all stuffed up! Celestial annihilation!
Now you see what I can do!
Make it ready! Kisara! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Could have been worse.
Go no further!
I can carve through my deal! Lionheart!
Glacial Spear! Pierce evil!
A wall
Freeze
to
Lancer!
shield from calamity! We're not finished!
Radiant Pierce!
On your knees!
Into the shadows! Lightning Radiant Blood!
All back, will you? Shattering the pieces!
Into the shadows!
Eat dirt!
Lightning! Radiant Pierce!
I'll take you all on!
This works.
Flare Demolisher! Johalim!
All yours, Kisara!
That didn't kill it. Oh my god.
I'm
Those
ready for the
guys
next
are-
battle.
No joke.
Discourteous, aren't you?
Radiant Pierce!
I suppose I should thank you.
Back into the fray!
This is it! Shield from no further!
The earth throbs in pain.
I suppose I should thank you.
Radiant Pierce! Now! Lightning!
That works.
Barely a blip on our radar.
Go no further!
No
Oh,
further!
yeah, wrong one.
I can carve through armor! My deal!
Hey, hit the wolf anyways. Nice.
We're not finished!
Make it long! Get toasty!
Bird strike!
Lightning! Photon step!
This wall shield from
Glacial Spear! Pierce evil! Lightning! Freeze Lancer!
Tiger blade!
Make it air thrust!
Onward and upward.
Natural vest. Was that with butterfly wings? Nice. I don't think it'll fit any of our characters, but...
You're saying we should check the owl forest?
Now? Not now.
We seem to have come across... Coming through!
You got spirit! I never fit! Let Marty handle this!
Not today!
Ready to go! I was fine, you know. Annihilation!
No further! The earth throbs in pain.
Yeah, the thing about Alchem's ability is that it will guarantee to break them with 1,000 HP.
Phoenix
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Ooh.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Bring him down!
By the power of water!
My shield?
Watch and weep!
An astral plane!
That's my cue!
You up! Shut him down!
Shining supernova! With this, I can become even stronger.
Can we max out on the crystals? I expected it.
What could this be?
Money. Okay, I don't want to go there yet. Oh. Never mind. We have to go there. Okay. Save. Let's actually check the skill panel. See if we can get anything. Okay. KO prevention is pretty good though. I doubt we'll lose here. Pineapple gel. Oh yeah, we should also refresh on that. Ooh, an elixir that I'll never use. Actually, the AI might have already used all my elixirs, let's be honest. Okay. I have 2 elixirs. I mean, I only found 2 so far, so that makes sense. Okay, that works. Save. Nope.
On your knees!
A wall to
Nice job.
Make it rain! Farewell! Astral energy! Full throttle! Photon raging annihilation!
You apart!
You're off! Photon blast!
Not today!
Annihilation! Back into the fray! Lightning orb! I'll heal you all! Go ahead! Healing circle!
Nice placement. That's really something.
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare to Malisher!
Don't
Here's a healing arc! First aid! Here I go! One more! Back into the fray!
Make it rain! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Shield and fade!
Think again! Now defend! Dance in the wind! Weak now! Think again! More for the stockpile! Now for radiant! Here with that
Resonate with the earth!
Purge malevolence! Dance waterfall! Healing circle! Water! Hear my stockpile! Spread! Glacial spear! Pierce evil! Hurricane strike! Freeze lantern! Radiant spear! I'm out of ammo!
Oh, you can use your thing.
Appreciate the door! Soaring blue!
Go, bro. Stop rolling.
Raging annihilation! I'm all stuck up! Annihilation! Hurricane, I'll cover you! Tidal wave! Recover! Here, let me help! First aid! Confiscate!
The enemy wields off too.
You'll soon see about that! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
God. That was so ridiculously
That was a little
packed
close
with
for
action.
comfort.
Okay. Cover everything. And use an orange gel. Save. I mean, I doubt this is the end. We've got 2 more floors.
She sure spared no expense on her castle.
This must be...
The captain's quarters. The presence of the spirit vessel and the sheer extravagance on display can leave no doubt.
There's no one here.
Yeah, but I doubt she's out for a moonlight stroll. You think she jumped ship and ran away again?
I doubt it. The conniving witch is probably up to something.
Agreed. In any case, as long as she hasn't suddenly sprouted wings, she has to be somewhere on the ship. Let's keep looking.
Oh,
way
just
this key's
on the
been
chair?
placed, it's like she's daring us to come find her.
Yeah, like it's all some damn game to her.
Nothing in this room on that key.
What's wrong, sweetie? Is something scaring you?
Maybe he just doesn't like being in her room.
I think there's more to it than that. What could it be?
I walked all around it, there's nothing. Oh boy. So level 3 is a no-go. Maybe level 4? Okay. Guys, I know. But that's it. That's all the time I have for today. I really want to continue, but I just can't. I don't want to have to stop like midway through. Well, this is midway, but you know, it's a good cliffhanger. Anyways, this game is great, fantastic. Can't wait to play more. I'll see you guys tomorrow for more of this game. Peace out.